To Oracle, this is an overview of The Gallery, Lenormand by Sue Gale. So, print on demand from Game Crafter. You can see Game Crafter in there. So it's from Game Crafter. They basically will print whatever you ordered on demand, and then you got to wait for it. So that's what we have here. So this is called The Gallery, Lenormand. Now you remember she has the other Lenormand that looked like this. And that one had some very vibrant and cool pictures. This one is more of a gallery, as per the name, obviously. So, another one of those where she went to a free site, got free images, and just sort of pasted it on a bunch of cards. That gets kind of old after a while, but it's interesting to see what kind of images she has. Anyway, so as per... Well, this is $17.99, and as per her other decks, we have a ton of extra cards, but let's look at the ones I chose and we'll look at the extras. I love the Rider. I think the Rider, Bouquet, and the Ship, the image choices are just tight on this, man. And the House, Tree, Clouds, Snake, pretty good selection of images from this gallery. So let's see. Well, I should put that one. The Scythe is okay. The Whip / Broom. The Birds. The Child. Fox. Bear. Star. Stork. Dog. I like the dog image, is really good. Tower. And Garden. Mountain, the Pathway, Mice, not a fan, Heart, not a fan, Ring, not a fan, Book, I like it, and Letter, not a fan, Man, Woman, Lilies, Sun, Moon, Key, Fish, Anchor, and Cross. So, interesting selection of images. Here's the back. Interesting selection of images. Here are the alternates. You have the African American man, and then an alternate garden, and then an alternate fish. Interesting alternate for the fish. Birds, not a fan. The child, an alternate. Another alternate child. Not a fan of this house at all. Nor the tree. I think the tree is, all the contrast is gone. I don't know. It's one of those things to where if I'm going to select a free image, I think you should add some stuff to it. Whether it be hints or something like that. I think the free image gets kind of old, in my opinion, unless it's vibrant enough to survive on its own. If you have a free image, or if you have an image that's public domain, it seems like that you should be doing something with it. Either fade the outside of it, or touch it up, or do something, it seems. Just the copy paste of this, and then sticking a number and a card notation on there, again, it gets kind of old. Dog, I like the dog alternate. I am a fan of the dog alternate. I'm also a fan of the ship. You know what? I'm just going to replace my ship with this ship. I like that ship. It's interesting. It reminds me of Ciro Marchetti's ship. So you have that contrast there. I don't know. I'm torn. I'm torn between ships. I'll leave that one for now. So then we have another alternate child. Okay, I'm not sure. An alternate man and an alternate house. I'm not a fan of this house, I gotta say. Alternate woman, and alternate dog. So the card quality is not great. As with all these decks from the Game Crafter, they're fairly thin. So if I had to choose a Lenormand deck that would be my #1 deck, obviously it would be Ciro Marchetti's deck because it's original art. He does a fantastic job with it, and if you look online with Facebook groups, you'll see this used all the time. So if it comes to a second one, I would definitely go with Sue Gale's other one. I'm not sure. I'm kind of torn between the two. Not a fan of any of her hearts. And I like the star over here better. So what I think you could do is mix and match between these two. You know what I'm saying? So I like this snake probably better than this other snake. And since they're the same size, you could mix and match. So I guess we could do that. So that's my favorite rider. Definitely by far. Let's see. So what I don't like about these, the clouds are okay. I don't like the ring. Don't like that. Don't like the key. So I mean, we could mix and match sort of which one is better and come up with a one deck to rule them all, I guess. But yeah, I mean, overall, this is not a bad deal for the amount of cards you get and whatnot. Again, the card quality is fairly thin. So if you're looking for like that really thick quality card like you get with Ciro's, that really nice and thick card with the high quality. And Ciro's cards were like 20 bucks, I think, 20 bucks, 20 something bucks. And you compare this to these cards, which again are, you know, 20 bucks, $17.99 plus shipping. So if you look at just a choice between what I want at near the same price point. I'm not saying exactly the same price point. They're close enough, within a few dollars. You're talking, you get a bigger card, you get a higher quality card, you get a custom handmade artwork, not handmade, well, kind of, I did it in Photoshop, but whatever. Custom cards that are created with original art from Ciro for 23, 24 bucks or whatever, I guess, 20 something bucks. And then you look at this, which is 18 plus shipping. I don't think there's really a competition here. I think that these cards are nice. It's interesting that she went through and chose free images, and they are a more more traditional size. 2.5 by 3.5, they're more traditional size instead of being the oversized cards of Ciro's. However, I mean, between the two, Ciro obviously wins. But if you're just looking for, I guess, a super basic card with a lower quality cardstock, and you just want to save a couple of bucks, you could get these. But given a choice between what I would spend 20 bucks on, Ciro Marchetti's deck definitely wins. But I do like that Sue Gale went through the Wikimedia and found some interesting images. I guess I just wish that she had done something with them and sort of customized them, made them her own type thing, instead of just the what we get for the gallery. But if you're looking for a Lenormand that's specific to a gallery, I think this would be an okay deck. It's good. I do like that we get alternates. So if you want two men, or if you want an African-American couple and child and things like that, I think it's nice that we have that option. And I like the alternate dogs and things like that, so I appreciate that. That's pretty cool. And alternate houses, etc., etc. So I think overall it's a pretty good deck. I think that the price point is a bit high when you compare it to alternative decks, but I mean, I'm glad I picked it up, and I think that I'm going to use it. I'm going to read with it, and I think it's exciting to have a lot of different decks when you're in the mood for something different or something like that. But yeah, the Gallery Lenormand by Sue Gale. That's an overview of the deck. If you like this video, please hit like and subscribe.